Now, among the two t here, we're going to use the value of t equals 2 because our question says that t is between 0 and 6. So, we are going to use t is 2. Okay. And we can use this to use the formula here. A is 6 minus 2 or 4. Then, okay. Clear enough for this? Okay. If anybody want me to go back again, tell me. I'm going to go back again. If not, can I erase this so we can go for next other question? Hello? No? I'll erase ya.
Okay.
Okay. So that is about them. Next, I'm going to talk about question when the power is not whole number. It's good if you have whole numbers, but there are times when the power is not that easy. Now let's go to question number 12 now. Okay. Number 12, given that x is 10t minus 16 over square root of t. I repeat, it's going to be 10t minus 16 over square root of t. Find the displacements and acceleration. They're asking what is x, okay, and acceleration when given that the velocity is 11 meter per second. When v is 11. Okay. First of all, we will need to change this into the form that is using power. The 10t is okay, but about the negative 16 over t squared? Now, we need to know here that the nth power is t to the power of 1 over n. Okay. This is the formula that we need to use. Okay. The first formula is if we have square root, nth root of t, that's going to be t to the power of 1 over n. And the second, if we have 1 over t power n, that's t power minus n. This is the two formula we're going to use throughout this chapter. Now let's use this here. We have negative 16 over t square. Now the t square here, we can change with t power 1 over 2. The square root, if you don't see any number here, then the default number is square root power 2. If it is not 2, we have to write them 3, 4, 5. But if there is no number, that sorry, that is the second root. Sorry. So we're going to write this first as 10t minus 16 per t square. Oh, sorry, t power half. My bad. Okay. Now, x is 10t minus 16 over t half. We're going to change this again. This is the case when t to the power of half. If we want to make them normal, that's going to be t power negative of this value. So this becomes 10t minus 16t power negative half. I repeat ya, we change this, okay, into step. First, where it's square, we're going to make them into t power something. In this case, it's power 1 over 2. Next, because the power 1 over 2 is at the denominator, in the bottom side of a fraction, we put them on the top by attaching negative value of it. Now, this is workable because we can use the three formula we have here. Okay. Now we have the three formula we have here. We can use them to find out the value of V. Now, next, let's find out the V and A, the formula for V and A. The formula for V is 10 times T. That's going to use the second formula. So it's just 10. For the negative 16 times negative half here, now this is going to be the K, and it's going to be the N. So it's going to be negative 16 times negative half. Yes, yes. Patricia, you can go.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome. You can see the recording of this later on. This is the K times N, and T to the power of negative half minus 1. So negative 16 to negative 8 become positive 8. The T, the power now negative 3 over 2. Why negative 3 over 2? Because negative half, we subtract again with 1. Okay. Negative half minus 1, that's negative half minus 2 over 2. Negative 3 over 2. Okay. Next, last one here. What about the A? The 10 here, when we differentiate them, it's nothing. Why? Because that is just K. 10 is just a number. We differentiate, that becomes 0. So we just find the 8t power minus 3 over 2. Here, okay, we have 8 times minus 3 over 2. That's going to be negative 12. Okay. Use your calculator. What is 8 times minus 3 over 2? That's going to be negative 12. What about the power here? That's t. The power is minus 3 over 2 minus 1 again. So it's minus 5 over 2. If you're unsure about how to do the calculation, you can also use your calculator. What is minus 3 over 2 minus 1? Most calculator will be able to give the answer in fraction. Minus 5 over 2. Now, up until this, any question? No? Okay. If there is no question here, then we can find T by using the formula. V is 11. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this, yeah. When V is 11, we're going to use this formula. So this is 11. 11 equals 10 plus 8 times T power minus 3 over 2. We're going to use that information, okay, to find T. How? We're going to put the 10 to the other side first. Okay. So when we subtract 10, 11 minus 10 is 8 times T minus 3 over 2. So it's 1. 8 T minus 3 over 2. Next time, we're going to divide by 8. So we have 1 over 8 is 3 minus 3 over 2. Okay. May I? Now, up until this, how do we find out T then? Now, we can find T there by several methods. Okay. One method that is possible is we are going to multiply the power here, raise to the power, that makes T to the power of 1. I repeat, okay. We are going to find a number here that makes T to the power of 1. Minus 3 over 2, find a power times something, that's the power, let's say P, makes them 1. Can you find power P, the number P here?
Is it 2 over negative 3?
Yes, very good. Okay, so that's going to be P is 2 over 3 negative. If we multiply, we get 1. Why is that important? Because then we are going to find it by raising both sides to minus 2 over 3. 1 over 8 to the power of minus 2 over 3 is 3 minus 3 over 2 to the power of minus 2 over 3. We are going to raise both side left and right, okay, to the same power, minus 2 over 3. This one here, minus 2 over 3, we multiply just t power 1, right? That's just t. For the left-hand side here, let your calculator do the thinking. Okay, Brandon, check your calculator. What is 1 over 8 to the power of minus 2 over 3?
Wait, negative 2. Wait, give me a sec.
Yes,
Um, 4.
4. That's it. Okay, everybody, I'd like to try it yourself, yeah? Make sure that you know how to do it. Okay. Now, once we know t is 4, we can use that to find x and a. Just put the value of 4 in of equation here. So x is going to be 10 times 4 minus 16, 4 minus 1 over 2. Caroline, can you check this in your calculator? Okay, trying to put number. And a is going to be minus 12 times 4 to the power of minus 5 over 2. Okay, Fiona, can you please check the a here and x there? Hello? Are you there, guys?
Sir, for the
Yes. Mm-hmm.
A,
Yes.
um, for the A, 4 times negative 5 over. No, sir, I am asking.
Oh, okay.
Uh, sh- we should do the akarnya dulu ya, baru
Oh,
kali negative 12.
yes. Doesn't really matter here. In your calculator, you can simply put them as it is. So you can put them. Okay, so you need to change back into the model number one, computing. So put them minus 12 times 4 to the power of here minus 5 over 2. Okay, that's it. You get the answer directly. In your
Okay,
calculator,
thank you, sir.
yes, you get them here. Okay, negative times 4 to the power of. This is the button to have the power of. The answer go
Negative
directly here.
3 over 8.
Yes. Okay, good. Now, Caroline, what about this?
Uh, 8.
Hmm? 8? Yes. Let's do it
No,
twice.
that's 40.
Sorry.
That's that's 40, right?
Yes. That's
For-
10 times 4 minus this.
And then 40
Mhm. 40 minus, that's minus 8, right? That's going to be 32. Okay. You can go directly here. 10 times 4, okay, minus 16 times 4 to the power of, okay, negative 1 over 2. Negative 1 divided by 2. Okay, that's it. 32. Okay. Up until this, any question?
Wait, sir, for
Yes.
the A,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A
What's the
is
question?
12 minus negative 12 times 4
Mm-hmm.
over to the power of 5 negative 5
Negative.
over 2. So
Yes. uh,
it becomes negative 3 over 8.
Yes. Negative 3 over 8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't see the over here. Sorry. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay. In this case here, we're going to do the calculations. Let's leave the calculations to the calculator. What we need is finding out the concept. If you are not into what's the calculations of the unusual power here, let the calculator doing it. It's okay. Well, there's if you want to do it manually, this is all possible. The new concept here is here how to solve this type of question. And this case here, one way of to doing it is we are going to multiply them by this. Okay, so far so good. I think most of you can understand that.
Sir.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I want to ask, it's about the
Yes.
school policy. For example,
Yes.
like during the test week, we still have somewhat like 2 to 3 days before the maths test,
Mm-hmm.
official
Yes.
test. Can
Yes.
we have like extra classes at a time? Because we're if not, we're gonna be screwed. The class will be screwed.
Okay. For the extra classes, of course, you can have the extra classes. Just contact your individual teachers. Okay. Every teachers will have different policy for the extra classes. But in general, okay, extra classes is not regulated. It is not mandatory. Okay, but it's not also not prohibited. Anytime you can have extra classes. Okay, there is no you cannot have extra classes. No, even the minute before the test you can have as long as okay you have the agreement with your own teacher. Okay, be careful that extra classes here, we need to check the availability for the teachers too. If the teacher says that, sorry, I cannot have the extra classes, okay, because any reason, then we cannot force him or her. Okay. Extra classes is basically an extra. Okay. It is not a must both for the teachers and for the student. You don't have to do extra classes, but the teachers also not have to give you extra classes. Did you get the idea, Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you want to have extra classes with me, fine. Okay, we'll see them here. Okay, but then please understand because I'm also having physics and chemistry classes. Okay, then we will need to find the time for the other classes too. But I'll be happy to help you guys.
Our class will be screwed if we don't have extra classes because we don't have physics background. Our class
Yes,
will screw up.
it's okay. 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 I know, and I understand the struggle. Okay. That's why I have only extra classes with 11 commerce. I don't have extra classes with 11 science. They don't ask anyway, so they don't ask. So I think maybe they feel fine with that. Okay, for this type of questions, are you okay? Any question for this?
No, sir.
If no, I'm going to go to integration. Yeah.
Sure, integration
Yes.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also, sir, I can't. I have to end like myself personally at
Mm-hmm.
4. So yeah,
Okay.
at 4 p.m. I have to
Mm-hmm. Okay.
go out.
Now I'm going to erase this. Yeah. Now what we do is this far we have what we call differentiation. Integration is the other way around. If you already know the result of differentiation, finding what is the formula before differentiation, we call them integration. Let's say here, if you have x is 6t squared plus 10. So v is 12t. The process getting here, you know x and find the formula for t. The process is what we call differentiation. Now, what about the other way around? I give you the formula for v is 12t. Find me the formula for the x. That is what we call integration. So integration is finding from the previous to the previous one. Same here. If we go have a is 12, right? This is the differentiation. And going that is going to be integration. Okay, let's have the basic formula first. The basic formula for integrations is the opposite of this. If you have any zero here, that's going to be any a constant at the end. And if you have any k here, it's actually k times t. And last one here now, that's the last one here. If you have kx power m, that's going to be k over m plus 1, x power m plus 1. But they have exception here, except when m is negative 1. Why? Because it becomes 0. Don't worry. In our mathematics, in our mechanics here, we never have x to the power of negative 1 here. So we can ignore the exception for the time being. Okay, now the odd one here for the integration is this. Oh, by the way, the formula for integration is this formula for integration. So it is some function, this is the integration of because 0 is always happen there. Each time we integrate, there is always some unknown here, some constant that we don't know yet. To find this constant here, we always have an extra information that let us find out the value of k. Let's just go directly to the question here. Okay, so we have some idea how to do that. I'm going to erase this, yeah. This is the formula for integration. By now, I believe you already write them several times. Given that v is 3t squared plus 8. Now we go to page 176, question number 1. V is 3t squared plus 8. Now, and this one here, we're always given some information. Displacement is 4 when t equals 0. Displacement when t equals 0 is 4. Okay, check them, how they word them here. Displacement is 4 when t equals 0. Now we find what is expression for x. Okay, now let's do this. 3t squared, we're going to use this formula here. 3 times t power 2. So x here is going to be 3 over 2 plus 1. 3t squared, 3 over 2 plus 1. Okay, x power 2, oh sorry, I mean t, my bad. T power 2 plus 1. This is for the first part here. And then plus 8 times t directly. 8 here is a constant. So that's going to be 8 times t. Now, this is always having plus 0 in the end, so plus some number, plus constant k. We always add constant k here because at the end, always plus 0, right? Now let's simplify this. 3 over 2, 3 is 1. So that's going to be just t cubed plus 8t plus k, which is x. Okay, up until this, okay. Next, how to find k? Now here it is. X equals 4 when t equals 0. So put the t here with 0 and the result x is 4. That is 4. T change with 0. Solve this. It's easy to see that k equals 4. Now that we know here, we're going to rewrite this with the value of k. So x is t cubed plus 8t plus 4. Now we have the full expression for x. It is a good check, okay, to use this differentiate. Are we having v? By now, I believe you are very fast in differentiating. T cube is going to be 3t squared check. 8t become 8 check. And 4 becomes 0 check. Okay, that is the first part. The second part, they say, find the displacement and velocity when t equals 2. It's very simple. When t equals 2, okay, find x, t equals 2, and find velocity when t equals 2. We just need to put the number there. Wait a second, guys. I get something to do. Okay, I'm back. Any question for this? For the second part here, I don't do it because I believe it's easy for you. Just put here. That's going to be put 2 cube plus 8 times 2 plus 4. And when v, use this one here. 3 times 2 square plus 8. Okay, that is our first example. Okay, I'm going to erase this, yeah? Anybody still asking this? No?
No, but can you give me a similar first before you jump onto different questions?
Oh, similar. Yes, we're going to, the next question is similar to this one.
Okay. Wow.
Mhm. Question number 2. Okay. Given that A is 10 minus 60 square. Okay. And the velocity is 4 and the displacement is 12 when t equals 1. When t equals 1, okay, we know that the velocity is 4 and the displacement is 12. Next, the question, find expressions for x and v. What is expressions of x and v? Next, they also, what is the acceleration, displacement, velocity and acceleration when t equals 0? Okay, so we have them here. We have a here, 10 minus 6t squared. How to find the v? We are going to integrate that. Okay, so v is, we are going to have here 10, we count them here, simply become 10 times t. And then minus 6t squared become minus 6 over 2 plus 1. We're going to use the third form, yeah? And t power 2 plus 1. And also plus some k. There's always a constant that we have to add. Now, when t equals 1, v is 4. So 60 minus 2 t cubed plus k. 6 over 3 is 2, yeah? And 2 plus 1 is 3. Now let's see here. When t is 1, so we're going to change this t here with 1. V is 4. We're going to change v here with 4. So 4 is 10 times 1 minus 2 times 1 cubed plus k. This equation, let us find k. So 4 is 10 minus 2 plus k. K is going to be negative 4. Okay, so we know now that formula for x, oh, sorry, for v, my bad. Formula for v is 10t minus 2t cubed minus 4. Tara! Up until this, any question? Remember, x go to v, go to a, we differentiate. If we integrate, a go to v and v go to x when we integrate. Now, we found v here by integrating, going up the ladder. We find the answer. Now, to find x, we go up the ladder from v. We are going to integrate that one more time. Okay? I'm going to erase this, yeah? Now, x is going to be, I'm going to go directly here, 10 times t, we're going to use the third formula. So it's going to be 10 over 1 plus 1, t to the power of 1 plus 1. This is 10t power 1 here. As for this, minus 2t cubed minus 2 over 3 plus 1, t to the power of 3 plus 1. Okay, I'm going to erase this. And minus 4, oh, minus 4 is this part now. Minus 4t. At the end, don't forget to add the k, a new k here. Each time we do going up the ladder, we have to add plus k. Let's simplify first. So x is 5t squared. 2 over 4, I have the minus half t power 4 minus 4t plus k. Now we need to find k. We are helped here. When t equals 1, x is 12. So x is 12, I'm going to change this with this and put any t here with 1. So 5 times 1 square minus half times 1 power 4 minus 4 times 1 plus k. That's going to be 5 minus half minus 4 plus k. That's 12. Okay. Okay, so k is going to be, I hope you can find them yourself. That's going to be 11 and a half. Oh, no, no, not 11 and a half, my bad. Last adjustment. This is going to be 5 half, right? Half plus k is going to be 12 and a half. Half plus k. Yeah, that's 11 and a half. And half. So the value now for x is going to be 5t squared minus half t power 4 minus 4t plus 11 and a half. Once you get the expression for this, if they're asking the velocity or displacement at a particular time, just put the time there. Substitute t with that time, and you get the number. Any question for this? Hello, guys?
Okay.
Hello?
No.
No, sir.
No,
No
okay.
question.
No question. Okay, good. I have to hear that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to erase this, yeah? If you don't have any question, I'm going to concentrate of doing the integration. For just finding the value, I believe you can do it yourself. Just substitute the value for t here, and you can find the value yourself. I'm erase, yeah? Our book here, our textbook is very good in terms that it already give us some staged questions. The questions become increasingly difficult, and when we do the question here, we get understanding with that. Now, we're going to something with a harder difficulty now. V is 6 square root of t, and we find displacement is 30, x is 30 when t is 4. Question: find the displacement, velocity, and acceleration when t equals 1. Okay, let's do this now. We have the v is 6 square root of t. I'm going to change this using v is 6 t power half. Now, how to find x here? We're going to use the third formula, yeah? So x is 6 over half plus 1. The 6 over m plus 1 to the power of m plus 1. Don't forget, that's going to be plus k there. Now, check your calculator. 6 over half plus 1 is going to be 4. T to the power of 3 over 2 plus k, that's x. We need to find the value for k here. How? It's given here. X is 30, t is 4. When x 30, t is 4. So